Thank you for joining me for my Facebook series. This is for people who want to start a business Facebook page. I have a lot of clients that have been on Facebook for a while, or maybe are not on Facebook and have heard, hey, it's a great idea to start a business Facebook page. And so this class is specially designed for them, for a very basic, get to the point, learn how to set up a business Facebook page. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started with the login. So I'm starting from the very beginning. So you do have to have a personal account in order to log into a business account. So most people say, well, I don't want to associate my business with my personal. There is really no correlation between your personal account and your business account other than it's a login. So another thing to keep in mind here, there's been some folks that maybe have a Facebook page that was started by someone a long time ago and they're trying to just take care of it now. If you're logging into a fictitious account, such as myhappybusiness as your name, it's probably in your best interest to go ahead and, when we get to the user part, add your personal account as a user to the Facebook page, because Facebook has been going through and deleting those fictitious accounts. They don't have any friends, they don't have profile pictures, they're just used as logins. And they can be deleted, and then you can have some problems with accessing your Facebook business page at a later date. So I'm going to go ahead and log into me as a person. This is my personal account. So everybody, just if you don't have an account, go ahead and start one and log in. After we get logged in here, we're going to follow the logo at the top where it says Facebook, and we're going to log all the way across to where it says plus. So we're going to hit the plus, and we're going to go down to pages. So it's follow the line across Facebook to the plus and hit pages. Okay. So now it's going to ask you for some basic information. This is the name of the page. So this is My Happy Business. And I'm going to type that in here. I'm just going to go Happy Business for this example. And my category is, I am going to put into category of construction. And when you start to type it, it will come up with a variety of choices, So I'm going to pick construction company. And then I'm going to, in the description, I'm going to say, we build forever homes for happy people. And I recommend that you put in some really good information in there, including some keywords. You have 255 characters to work with. So I'm recommending that you use all 255 if possible, and write a very nice description, understanding that Facebook is a search engine also. And so being able to put in a descriptive thing here could help your page come up if someone searched for a particular thing. So I'm going to hit create page. And it's going to go ahead and create a page for me. Happy Business was created, and now you can add images to your page. So I'm going to just hit the X there, and we're going to talk about images. So now I could scroll down here further, and it's going to allow me to put a profile picture, which is the small one where the flag is, and a large one, which is a cover photo that is up here in the upper section. So my recommendation is to use a program, and I know there's a lot of programs out there, and if you have one you like better, I highly recommend you give it a try. But the one I use is called Canva. So I'm going to open Canva up in a different screen. And that's canva.com. And you can go ahead and create a free account. There is a paid version if you want to. It allows you to do more things. I use the free one. But up here under templates, so right along the top there, it says templates, there's a thing called Facebook cover. That's going to be the exact right size for your cover photo. So if you just hit the Facebook cover, it will actually give you some options. You know, there's some ones you can choose from. Some of them are free. You can edit and change them, put your picture behind things. But there's also the create a blank. Okay, after you create it, you just create whatever it is, the image that you want to put into your cover photo. And this is the size that it needs to be, and that's why it's important to use this program, because it gives you the appropriate size. And then after the size is appropriate, then you can go ahead and upload your own images here. You can pick templates that may be available that will fit into your size. When you're done with that, you pick on the download button here, and you're going to want to download it as a JPEG. Okay, so they give you the option. I don't have anything in my picture, so it's not letting me, it's empty. But in this download here, there is a JPEG option. So I have already done that for my Facebook page. I do have some options for sizes. So to change that, I would pick on the picture, or you could pick over here where it says add. I'm going to add a cover photo. Pick this box. And I created one here. This just happens to be sized correctly. It also shows you what it would look like on a mobile. So you can hit desktop or mobile to make sure it looks like the way you want it to look. This one wasn't sized perfect, but that's how you would size it. And then, like I said, and then you have the same thing with the Facebook, the profile picture. And just for those who want it, here is the latest. And don't think this is always going to be the case, but today it is in May of 2021. This is the appropriate size if you want to create your own just using pixels. It's an 820 by 462, and 170 by 170 is the pixels for the Facebook sizes. And it kind of gives you, I'll provide notes with this course, and so you can read that is available. All right, so now that we've added our profile pictures, I didn't add one here, but it's the same process. You pick on add and drop, and once this is saved, this is going to drop us into the page manager system, where those who already have a Facebook page will now be up they're caught up with us. We're caught up with them, per se. So if you already have a Facebook page, you can actually just go to the page and open it, and they're going to see what we're seeing here on the side, which is the newsfeed, updates, inbox, and all of those things. But we're going to do, because we're setting this business page up for the very first time, I'd just like to put you through some of the highlights. This could be important for those people who already have a Facebook page. I have actually run across people who've had a Facebook page for a long time. Maybe they set it up, or maybe someone else set it up, and they didn't really know all of the options or things that were available. So I just want to take a minute and kind of go over some of the settings and some of the options for your Facebook page. So if you already have a Facebook page, you're still in the right place. So I'm going to hit on Edit Page Information. And it's going to bring me up to a spot here. I'm going to click out of this more audience in a minute. We'll talk about that later. But let's just come down here and look at some information you want to add. So, of course, you want to, here's where you can create a username. So your username would be facebook.com/whatever, and it doesn't have any spaces in it. And this is important because sometimes it's hard to tell people that your Facebook page is, in my case, 10820. Okay, it's too long. So if they didn't find it in search, because maybe it's a brand new page, it's better if you actually have a username. And so what you would do is type in happy business, and it would tell you if it was available, and the green light. And if I typed in something that wasn't available, the check mark would not be there. So fill that out and see if you can find a username that works for you. So coming down here, you can put in your phone number. If you have WhatsApp, the WhatsApp, you can add that phone number. It gives people a different phone number if you're not familiar with that program. We'll try to offer some other courses on it later. You can put in your email, your website, your location is very important because that tells people not only where you're at, but it also tells Facebook and actually puts a map on there and allows people to know where you are. If the page does not have a location, let's say you're a politician, you don't have a location, you can push this button here and it takes the location option out. But if you have a location, that's a good thing. So if you're creating a Facebook page and let's say that let's say your business is in Coos Bay or Bandon or Portland, Oregon, wherever your your location may be, and you could put in those locations. So if I type in Portland, Oregon, it will find it, and so it gives you options. I only serve in my service area for this example is Portland, Oregon, South Portland, Oregon, downtown Portland, Oregon. I mean, there's a whole Sunnyside, Oregon. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different choices there, so that if you're maybe a coffee shop and you want to focus on people in South Portland, you're still in Portland, but you want to focus on people directly around your neighborhood. This is a good way to do that. So you can put in your service area. If you're a construction contractor and maybe you're broad, maybe you're, say, in Coos Bay, but you really want to do jobs in Brookings, you can put Brookings as your service area. So I'm deleting this whole page when we're done here. If you have hours available, you can put those in. If you're temporarily closed or things have changed, you can put those in. If you have a privacy policy saying that, if you have a link to a privacy policy, some people have those. You can list off your products. Let's say that in this case, just because I put the logo up to the top there, I could hit gutters and I could write a list of products that I cover. And I have 2,000 characters to work with there, so I could just list all my products. I could give people additional information. This is a great place to say things like our services are, I don't know, if you're a restaurant, you could put in your gluten-free or vegan, or if you have, construction company and you specialize in kitchening, your products would be construction, but maybe in your additional information you want to say something like, I don't know, you could put in here American made, you could put in here, we only use naturally organic products. I mean, there's a lot of information you could have in there, and the information helps people to see and learn more about your company, and it's just a great way to add as much information as you can for someone who doesn't know about you. And then you can look at your price range. This is important. If you're an expensive restaurant, you can put you're an expensive restaurant, or if you're moderately priced, or if you're a really cheap McDonald's, something like that, you could put in that you're a lower price product. And then last but not least, you can put in your Instagram account. Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company, so you could actually put in your account name for Instagram and link the two of them up so that when you... Now, I've had some questions on this, so this is a important part. If you post on Facebook, it does not automatically go to Instagram, but you can set it up to automatically go from Instagram to Facebook, not the other way. People have called me up and said, oh, I want to meet with you and figure out how to get my Facebook to post to my Instagram. And it's like, no. It's the other direction. It goes from Instagram to Facebook, and you can add your account and link them right here. So that is the editing information section that we found under settings, and it's called Edit Page Information. Okay, so I really recommend you completely fill that out. Moving on, we're going to go down here to settings. And there's a couple highlights here I want to go over, and then we'll cover some other things in a different section. But the big thing I really want to cover is templates. This can be really important because this controls the options that you have on your Facebook page. So let's say that you're a restaurant and you want to put your menu on. Let's say that you're a store and you want to put your products on. There's a lot of options. You're a nonprofit and you want to put a donate option. So let's go to templates and tabs. And let's just take a look at the options. Okay, so you can see right now the default, or I have the current template. I have home and groups and events and reviews, videos, photos, community, services, shop, job. But you see I don't have menu here. So if you want to turn something on, you don't have any offers, you just toggle on and off. This way is off, this way is on. Blue light's on, gray is off. So you can turn those off. If you're not hiring someone, which I think a lot of people are hiring, and you can post your jobs on Facebook, you can turn on the job feature or turn it off, whatever works for you. So, but let's say that you want to add some different things to this, or you're just a different organization and just need different tabs. Let's go over here to the edit and look at the options that are available for you that could actually help customize your Facebook business page into some options that may. So we have businesses, venues, nonprofits, politicians, services, public figures. There's a white. Here's restaurants and cafes down here. Shopping and a video page. The video page is designed to showcase videos. So let's say that you're a drone photographer or something like that. You want to showcase a lot of videos. You could put videos on all the pages, but this will allow you to have a specialized showcase video page. And the other option up here would allow you to have a restaurant or cafe designed to highlight photos and important information about your menu, hours, and locations. So when I pick on this choice and I apply the template, now you're going to scroll down here and see that I have a menu option, which is right here, home, menu, offers, reviews. Let's say that you want to put this in a different order. Say that you want to put your videos higher up. You can move those up here to a higher location. So it would go home, menu, offers, videos, or maybe you want to put your reviews right after your menu. Now there has been times, and I just want to tell everybody that not everybody loves your business, and occasionally people will give you a bad review, and I've actually had businesses that have kind of been hacked where they've had a whole bunch of bad reviews and they're like, I don't know what to do with all these bad reviews. Here's a tip. Take your little review button, move it down the screen, and turn it off. So when you turn off reviews, that means the review tab's not even an option anymore. And this is a good idea for, what I tell people, if you get a lot of bad reviews or you feel like you're getting hacked by maybe a customer and then they've called every single friend and all their friends have given you bad reviews. I actually had this happen to a business recently. I just told them, just turn your reviews off for a while. And they did. They just turned them off. And you can always turn them back on later after everybody settles down. And we can talk about different ways to handle reviews in a later time. So anyway, there's home, and now there's menus, offers, videos, and that's because I put up the current template of restaurant. Now if I want to edit that and I want to put in, let's say I want to go down here, another one I just want to highlight is the shopping. Let's go ahead and highlight this shopping one, and I'm going to hit apply the template. And now it's going to allow you to show your products and features in a shop. So you can actually move the shop higher, put shop, event, reviews, photos, whatever you want to do here. And then of course, if you were hiring, you could move your jobs up here a ways. So it would be buy from us, work for us, come to our events, and give us a review. That might be a really good option for your shopping one. So just take a look at the templates and see what you want to do. And if you see something you're not using, maybe you're not currently using groups, just go ahead and turn that off, and that will not be available anymore. So other things we should highlight, just want to add in here. Okay, a couple other things I want to add in here is your general settings. This is really important. So if you could pick on your general settings button for me. Some things you should know, okay? I've been doing Facebook for a really long time, so I've kind of seen a few of the hazards. So I'll kind of unhazard you here for a second. Country restrictions. If you only want to work in the US, you can hit pages only visible. So I'm going to hit the edit button here. I actually had someone, and it was just an accident. They typed in United States and they were so excited. They typed in United States and then they left this button toggled to hide this page from viewers in these countries. Well, that really wasn't their plan, so make sure you toggle it back up to only show this page to viewers in these countries, and I put in the United States there. So you can either block in or out of countries, but be sure you toggle the right direction. My page is only visible to people outside the United States. Did not get them a lot of views on a website, a local business that they weren't super happy with. What did I do wrong? You can put in an age restriction, especially if you're a bar. You might want to do that. The other thing, if you have 2 pages of the same name and you are an administrator on both of them, you can merge the pages together and combine them, which is a big deal. And then sometimes people get a page, and I'm going to do this at a later time. You can actually delete the page. So there's a delete button right here. Some people want to, and it's just, you know, type of business you are, you might want to turn your profanity filter to medium or strong, or turn it completely off. Someone cannot use any profanity on your page, but if we need to understand what the difference between strong and medium, we could meet in the parking lot. But anyway, some people just do the turn off button on that, but there is a profanity filter. You can also block certain words. So this has been something that people have done who are monitoring a page. You can actually add phrases or words that people cannot use on your page at all. So if you don't want somebody to use stupid, you could type stupid and then hit add, and they would not be able to use the word stupid on your page. This is sometimes used by political groups where they don't want some people to talk about another political party or talk about hate or, you know, a variety of things like that. They sometimes do a page monitor and they just block those words. So when someone comments with that word, it won't let them post it. It'll say, you know, your comment, your words in your comment are blocked. So that's something that, just so you know. Translate automatically. If you have work in an area where there's a lot of Hispanics maybe, or a different, show people who understand other languages an automatic translation of a post when it's available. So if they, I actually have a friend, she is from Brazil and she speaks Portuguese, and on her page, because I watch it a lot and I, you know, comment, not that I buy from her in Brazil, but she's a lawyer, so I don't really buy a lot from her. I've never bought anything from her. But it was a past foreign exchange student, and I like to see some of her successes. She actually has a translate button on her page so that it automatically picks it and I could translate. And that's nice for translating comments too, if people maybe comment in a different language. Other things, tagging ability. This is kind of, tagging means that people don't always understand this, but someone tags you. Say they post a picture on their page and they say, this is Misty. What does that do? And I'll tell you the very first thing it does. It makes that image, if you don't monitor or turn it off or whatever, it makes that image actually associated with you in Google image search. And so when someone does a Google image search, they will see a picture and it will be associated with you. If it's not you, you might not be too interested in that, and you can turn that off in your personal things. But you can also just not allow people to actually tag you. So this tagging ability is only the people who help to manage my page can tag photos posted on it. So that's what I have the setting as a default, but you can let anybody tag or you can let nobody tag. The other thing is people can contact me through private messages. So if somebody wants to say something, they can hit a message button and they will be able to message you. So that's kind of a nice feature. So anyway, I was trying to think of a couple more things, but I think that is pretty much the highlights of the settings. If you don't want your page visible, it's easy to turn off the visibility, meaning that you can see the page, work on the page, but it's not visible to the public, by hitting the edit button and turning off the pages, unpublish the page, and it's still there, it's saved, but it's not actually there. Another thing you should note, if you come down here and decide to remove a page or delete a page, it will automatically contact all the administrators on that page and tell them this page is being deleted, so that if any of those would like to recover that page so that it doesn't get deleted, they can do that. Hi, I'm Misty, and thanks for joining me for this video. If you like this and other videos with quick, simple answers, I try to get direct, try to get to the point, and try to make the video short enough that you can learn the exact skill that you're looking for. If you're interested in those type of videos, please click that subscribe button below. And also there's a link down there to my website. I do private training for Chamber of Commerce, trade shows, small business groups. So if you need some private training, I also build WordPress websites. So click on my link below. And be sure to follow my page for social media and WordPress related videos with short, simple answers. Thanks.